Hello, today's July 29th, 2011. This is the Valve News. Today's top stories, or I should say top story because there's only one, is that Dragon Age Origins has been taken off of Steam. Now this is not the first EA game taken from Steam. Crysis 2 was removed last month, and although EA did give an explanation on why it was, which was the DLC was not available on Steam, but it was available on Direct-to-Drive, it doesn't make sense why they're removing all their games. I mean, not all their games are gone, but Crysis 2 was removed, Alice's Madness wasn't even available at launch, and now Dragon Age Origins is not on Steam anymore either. Now, what gamers are thinking is that Battlefield 3 isn't going to be on Steam as well, which is going to be EA's biggest title of the year. And if that's true, Steam sales for that margin is going to drop a lot, making Direct-to-Drive or whatever other online game service they put it on become much more profitable for that short period of time. EA has stated that the reason they're pulling off their products from Steam was because of the lack of ways they can interact with their consumers to sell and distribute DLC. Now, this does sound like EA because they want to be able to charge as much as they want for their DLC, and it is set for certain games that I think it's like $4.99 for certain DLC that isn't made by Valve. And of course, Valve loves being free DLC. I mean, Team Fortress 2 has had so much DLC since its release, and you have paid none for it other than the Man Company Supply Store, which, by the way, is the only way they're going to be making money off of Team Fortress 2 nowadays. Also, they're making the Portal 2 DLC completely free, and every single Left 4 Dead and Left 4 Dead 2 DLC has been free on the computer version. So, Valve really likes giving value to their customers, and I guess EA just wants to make the money, which does sound like the way EA would go. I don't really have much news to talk about today. That was pretty much it, and I've looked everywhere. When I look for news, I look on the forums, I look on any kind of video game website, including IGN and GameSpot and those kind of things. But I also look for fan-made stuff, and I have a few of it today, and I found some really good stuff. Now, the two videos I'm going to be showing you today are both Portal related, and they're both really good. The first one is called the Combustible Lemon Launcher Advertisement. This was uploaded about 2 days ago, and I only saw it at about 1,200 views. But it's actually really, really good, except in the middle it gets a little draggy, but let's take a look at it.
Tired of making lemonade every time life gives you lemons? Well, no more. Give life its lemons back. Burn life's house down with the lemons. Introducing the new Combustible Lemon Launcher. How do we make a lemon combustible, you might ask? I'm not gonna lie to you. We cannot tell you how it's made, but the process is expensive as hell and involves illegal immigrants. Our designers and engineers used all their know-how to make this Combustible Lemon Launcher your best and most effective choice to fire those pesky citric projectiles back at life. But don't just take my word for it. Listen to what these happy customers are already saying about the Combustible Lemon Launcher.
But yeah, I really did like this video. The only thing I really didn't like about it was when they had consumer testimonials, and it was just like one or two people, and the one guy stayed on for a very long time, and he had like a crazy core come up and talk to him and bring him a beer or something. That seemed like it took too long, but other than that, it was a really good video. I want to say props to you. Link in the description. The next video is not on YouTube. It's on a website called Dorkly, but it's actually really, really good. It's a rap about how someone wishes they had a portal gun. Now, I'm not able to download this video, so I'm not going to be able to show it to you right now, but you should really, really watch it. It's really, really good if you've played through Portal and Portal 2. And links in the description down below, and I would definitely watch the two videos there. They're really good. Let's talk about a mod. Today's mod was not found on ModDB, but instead on the Steam user forums for Team Fortress 2. It was made by Steam user GameMaster1379. This mod is not an overhaul of any game in the Steam library at all. No, it's not. But it improves on little things in Team Fortress 2, and in this mod it improves on the taunts. Usually, if you've played Team Fortress 2, and I'm sure all of you have, you can taunt at any given time by pressing the G button. But certain weapons don't have taunts, and what this guy's trying to do is make a unique taunt for every single weapon, and so far he's doing a good job. Now, every weapon doesn't have a taunt, but the ones that have are really, really cool. For example, the Battleman's Backup for the soldier, he'll juggle his grenades. That's the first time I've ever seen the grenades be used at all in the game, so I thought those were attached to the character model themselves. And if they are, he had to make his own grenade models, and that's really, really cool. He takes, like, quotes in the game that weren't used or almost never used and adds them into the taunts, and he's doing a very good job with it. I'm going to have the link down below, and you just have to install it to your TF directory in your Steam forms. I really have to thank Cat in a Wheelchair 99 because he made the logo that I used in the new intro, and he also made 2 other logos that you can see here and here. By the way, if you want to see the Steam group, there's a link down below where you can click here. I really appreciate all the subscribers I got. As of right now, I have 82. I didn't expect it to take off this quickly at all. I really appreciate the great support that I've gotten from people. I'm taking the constructive criticism well, and I'm trying to improve upon everything. Obviously my voice sounds much better than the first video, because my first video I talked like this and I was pretty nervous and I didn't know what I was doing and I used cool about 50 times. But yeah, I don't know what I'm doing, no, but I'm really working on it. I'm trying to make these videos as often as I can. Although I'm not going for a video every day, not at all. I'm not going to have that much time, and there isn't that much news, and there isn't that much to talk about. I'm trying to go for a video every 2 to 4 days. It depends on how the news goes, and it depends on how many mods I can talk about, or how many like new user videos I can talk about. So if you find anything that you want me to talk about, please feel free to private message me on Steam, my Steam community username, or YouTube. I respond to everything, so feel free to email me. Like I said, join the Steam group. I'll be able to talk about things that I'm going to be doing through that. I'm going to be setting up some other things. I'm working on a website. It's not up yet, but I'm working really hard on a website. And I would also like to talk about my other YouTube channel real quick. I've had this one for 4 years, and it has not taken off like this one this quickly at all. I only have 50 subscribers, and I've had it for 4 years. But it's a channel that I work on with my brothers and my buddies to make. I don't talk about video games on there as much. I talk about my music, and if you're a fan of music, then go ahead and go over to that channel. I review a lot of music things. Or I try and do some sketches or stuff with my buddies. If you want to see the 2 best ones I've done, click either here or here. I'd start with this one because this is the prequel to this one, so it would make sense. Anyways, that was your news for July 29th, 2011. I'm Tyler McVicker. Adios.